Welcome back to the channel, guys. Another day, another update. Crimson Desert has now reached version 1.03 and has brought a whole host of changes and improvements, and I'm going to get into that in a moment. I'm just going to go through the in-game settings that I'm using and also show you some of the most important changes. One, starting off with weapon display. So as you can see, Cliff has got his shield, he's got his double-handed weapon, he's got his bow, and he's got his single-handed weapon on his hip. And they've now given you the option, due to user feedback, to change this and only show what you want to see. So I'm going to go and show you what that looks like now. So if you go into settings and you go under others and language and gameplay, you'll see that you have a few options for your headgear, which was part of 1.02's update, but now they have display melee weapons. You can click all, or you can click selected only, so it will only show the weapon that you're currently using, which is probably what I'm going to go with. And it also does the same for displayed ranged weapons. You can have it always showing, or you can only have it showing when you're using it. So I think most people will go for these two options if they find that it's a little bit cluttered, and for vanity reasons maybe they don't want to show all weapons at once. Now, there is some additional options in the game, so they've actually made the game look better. I'm going to go through those settings now, what I'm using. So I'm playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160 using DLSS 4.0, and I'm using DLSS quality. I'm not using any frame generation in this video, but I'm using Nvidia DLSS ray reconstruction, which they have improved. Now doesn't show as much noise in certain areas. Now under graphics, I've got everything at cinematic or high where highest. Now there's some new options now. So you've got displacement scale, which says adjust for level of surface depth on terrain and objects. Higher settings make surface look more realistic and pronounced, but may impact game performance. So this considerably could make the game a bit more demanding. They've also added detailed decorative mesh. Now this adds extra decorative mesh such as moss, short grass, and small pebbles on terrain, walls, and objects. Foliage density must be set to ultra or higher to activate this option, so just be aware of that. Even if you have this on, foliage density must be at ultra or higher for this to take effect. And that is pretty much it in terms of just the settings I'm using and the settings they've added. But they have added so many more changes to the game. They've introduced new music. When I loaded the game up for the first time, it had a new song. I think they've added 3 new songs. As you can see, Cliff, it's not showing any weapons at the moment, but if I was to select my double-handed weapon, it will be the only one that will be visible. And if I sheath it, it will just be the only weapon visible. So all those people that made those mods, they're no longer required. So it's good to see that they're so prompt with the user feedback and making all of these changes. They've made some changes to the camp, but it's considered a spoiler to reveal it, so I'm not going to say anything either. On the Abyss Nexus, you can now teleport while mounted, while swimming, while climbing. So they've improved that as well. And there's so many changes. One major one for PC gamers that own Intel Arc GPUs is you can now play this game with an Intel Arc GPU. They've also added XeSS 3.0 upscaling and XeSS frame generation as well, so you get the benefit of being able to use everything. They've also added I think it's called the AMD Radeon Anti-Lag 2. That has now been added to the game for AMD Radeon users. So if you were using anti-lag previously, you've got the now updated version. So there's so many changes to go through. I can't even cover them all, honestly. I'll put a link in the description to the release notes because there's so much. They do so much in such a short amount of time. So it's always nice to see that. They've also improved stability, performance, and crash issues on the game, but I've played over 50 hours now, and I've never had one crash, so that's pretty amazing. Anyway, I was going to do any kind of regular mission just to show some gameplay. Up here, Sergey's request. Merchant Sergey has requested to inform Gold Leaf Hills about his trouble with the bandits. Okay, that works out. I'm gonna put my on-screen display up so you guys can see the performance, getting around 70 FPS with DLSS quality. They're not too bad. Sometimes with these updates, they kind of just get dropped without knowing. If I knew this update was gonna come out, I would have tried to get some before and after comparisons with the new options, like the mesh settings, and if it looks any better, or if it affected performance in a negative way. But they kind of spring this update up on me, so I didn't really get time to prepare for that. What an amazing game. I think, what's it been out 2 weeks now? Everyone's still loving it, everyone's still playing it. It's still got quite a high retention of current players, and it's not even an online game to a degree, so that's, for me, that's pretty successful. And I think they've already sold 4 million copies as well, so Pearl Abyss are raking in the dollars right now. Let's call my horse. But I do like the way you can just only show your helmet while you're in the battle and only show the weapons you're using. It's much cleaner. I think some people wanted stuff done, the lamp also an option to be removed, but I don't think they wanted to comply with that. Got some bandits here I need to take care of. Bring it on.
Filthy scum! Bring your end!
You guys are no match for me. Nice work. Let's let my dog do a little bit of scavenging. Oh, it's also worth noting I am using a reshade just to kind of make those colors a little bit more neutral. And the reshade I'm using, let me just double check. It is called Skytex Redux preset version 1.4b. Anyone that's wondering. Okay, let's keep it going.
Hiya.
I think everyone had high hopes for this game because, you know, we ain't really had a RPG like this in a while. But for me, I think it's exceeded a lot of expectations for a lot of people. Maybe even introduce people to this genre because it's one that there's something in it for everyone, pretty much. I think I forgot about you. I was scrolling through my X this morning, and I also seen people make like Mortal Kombat builds like Raiden, Scorpion, and because the moveset on this game is so varied, you can actually really pull it off. It's insane how they've done that. But the game has got a lot to offer for a lot of people. The combat is probably the funnest part about the game. The VRAM hasn't changed, still using under 8 gigabytes. There's so many bandits out here today, I'm not sure what's going on. These guys are all food. Let my dog do the scavenging. I think the game's actually using more drawing more power now, because as you can see, my card's drawing 600 watt plus at times, and my memory is at 90 degrees, which is safe because TJ Maxx is 105. So I know some of you guys will look at my memory and be concerned, but don't be. I've had this over a year now. It's been like that from the start, and it's been fine. Plays insanely smooth. And now I've had some people say while using frame gen it doesn't play as smooth, but that's not been my experience. Let's go across the water. Come on guys, be serious. You're gonna make a serious threat, better be serious about it. Gave him the rock bottom. It was more of a choke slam actually, to be fair, because you'd have to go down with him, the rock bottom. The amount of wrestling moves they put in this game as well. I've seen like shorts of people just doing all sorts of wrestling moves, and it just almost looks out of place in a game like this, but it still somehow works. So I don't know what was the inspiration behind actually putting this type of movesets in this type of game, but it works.
I'm gonna flatten you and shit on the floor.
You guys are nothing. Ah, easy work. Right. I've just been culling bleed bandits all morning. And there's some over here too that I need to take care of. Okay, reach our destination. I'll speak to this guy about the bandits. I won't be surprised if the mission gets sorted straight away. I've killed so many.
How am I supposed to send this news to the guild? This bloody place is so far off the beaten path, it's impossible for me to reach the guild house. And lately all sorts of riffraff have been causing trouble at the shop. Bandits and drunken thugs keep trying to steal my goods. So no one's coming through the door anymore, and I fear for my trade. And for my very life. Would you mind delivering a message for me to the guild house? Tell them a guild-affiliated merchant's life is in danger.
Yes, I could do that. See what he actually has. He might have something
No
useful.
need to watch your tongue. I won't let
Oh,
your
he's
secrets slip.
a fence, so I don't really have any stolen stuff right now. So
Farewell.
okay, let's go and get you the help that you requested.
Hiya.
Yeah, the game's certainly drawing more power now, for sure. Because it's a lot heavier load now. I'm still getting good performance, but considering like the quality settings I'm using. But it's certainly pushing my GPU a lot harder now. Clearing out all these bandits.
Run. Yeah.
I'm not too sure how far away this place is, but try and get there as quickly as I can. Game does give you such a great sense of freedom. One of the things it's done so right. Anyway guys, that was just a look at Crimson Desert Update 1.03. Just wanted to show you how the game's running, some of the new changes. You know, I'll be back with some more, and I'll maybe show you some AMD changes as well. But that's pretty much it for me guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Vitals on the track.